Alrighty. So welcome to day 11? Yeah, we're on day 11 of the 12 days before Christmas. So this is going to be the last of the Cold Stone Creamery ones. And it's going to be as it describes on here, the mint chocolate chip. Don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't understand why they phrased it that way, but we'll find out. I want to know what this is going to taste like. I love a good mint chocolate chip ice cream, so I'm hopeful. I'm fairly hopeful. I love a good chocolate ice cream, to be honest. So there's not much here that I'm apprehensive about, other than the fact that I'm going to get more candy cane pieces on my floor. Anyway, with that aside, I am looking forward to taste testing this candy cane. This is the one I have the highest hopes for and the biggest anxiety about failing my hopes. And have I learned yet? Have I learned to do this over a package so that I don't get crumbs? Not really. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a distinctly mint chocolate to it. That's kind of nice. Ooh. The mint can be a little bit overpowering there. So it tastes like those pep discs once it kicks in with the mint. But when you start, there is a creaminess. So when I first got started with it, now I can taste it peppermint. But when it got started, there was a little hint of like a creamy chocolate with a not quite fruity tone to it, but something that says this is not like a standard cheap chocolate. And the mint wasn't as overpowering. Now I can't taste anything other than mint, which I think is a detracting factor for this, which is disappointing. I still want to say I like it, but it's just become a regular candy cane at this point. I mean, it's got the stripe there and like a white core. So I feel like this is almost just a coating on a regular candy cane. Mm. There is still a little bit of that creaminess to it, but I think the mint overkill, absolute overkill. I want to be able to pick out at least more of that chocolate. It's too much peppermint. It's mint, yes. I don't know if it's chocolate. Mm. I mean, if this is a mint, if I were to compare this to another mint, this would almost be like a peppermint peppermint version of, well, it's very similar to a York peppermint patty. So much mint you can't taste the chocolate. I mean, when we started, maybe there's a little chocolate there. When we started, there was definitely like this nice combination of chocolate, mint, and creaminess that worked well together. And then the mint just came in and just wiped everything else out. Mm. I'm trying to judge this without the disappointment of the expectation. So if you gave this to me instead of another candy cane and just told me this is a new candy cane, didn't tell me what the flavor was, I could still recognize that there's a little bit of a different flavor to it. I'd say there's a little bit of a tone like a sweeter, maybe a hint creamier, with a hint of something else. And I would say that chocolate comes through as just a little touch of it when you're sucking on it. But you wouldn't necessarily think it was chocolate. right away. My brain tastes it and thinks maybe the creaminess and the extra sweetness and that extra tone is like a vanilla bean aspect to it. So like a peppermint vanilla bean would be something I might suspect if I'm really trying to crack it open. But I think the chances are I would completely miss that unless you told me it had something else. And once you get to the core, it's just pure peppermint. I feel like of these three, the cake one had a great flavor, but I wouldn't have placed it as a cake. The strawberry was most like what it's supposed to taste like, but it came across as weak and lackluster. And this one came across mostly as peppermint. And I think what I would probably do to tweak some of that is I honestly would leave the cake one alone because I liked that where it was. This one, this is way under the 7-Up, way under the grape, under root beer, probably under the tropical punch, might even be under Dr. Pepper. I think it goes close with the cherry. I don't find it quite as disappointing as, well, it's hard to say. I might actually put this dead last. Because at least the watermelon thing was at least a novel flavor. What else we have? We have watermelon, blue raspberry, sour ones. I think I put the blue raspberry up. I think it's watermelon, cherry, Dr. Pepper, blue raspberry, root beer. Oh no, I forgot the strawberry one, didn't I? So watermelon, cherry, blue raspberry, strawberry, Dr. Pepper, tropical punch, root beer, cake, 7-Up, grape. So I think I'm gonna put this mint chocolate one in the last place, which that surprises me. Like I love a good mint chocolate chip ice cream. This didn't say that to me. This was peppermint with like a little hint of like something else. That's disappointing. I was hopeful for that. All right. So we got one more day before Christmas. Are you curious what we're going to have? Hope you tune in for that. I did do a little bit of a substitution with the Cold Stone Creamery instead of another multi-pack flavors. I might pull those out tomorrow and give those a try too, on top of what we plan to do for New Year's, or not New Year's, Christmas Eve day. Because Christmas Eve is both the last of the 12 days before Christmas and the first of the 12 days of Christmas. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I will catch you later. There's more candy canes to come after this, too.